Hello, dear people, big and small. This is FayeTv with your crazy Auntie Frida and my new handbag. Well, sometimes people look at me with really pitiful eyes and say, "Why are you carrying so many bags?" Well, everybody has their luggage, right? We all have memories in life. We all have a purse that we love. Hello, Moni. I know that you love purses. So, well, we have every right to carry baggage because it just belongs to us. But the point why I'm sometimes carrying two bags at once, like one over the left shoulder and one over the right shoulder, this is usually the right shoulder, is that I need space to shift my stuff around. This has to do with my autistic way of organizing my life. So it is actually really practical. At school, I was always kind of nuts because I never found anything in my school bag. And I said to my mom, I want saddlebags. And then she was like, "What's saddlebags?" And then I tried to explain to her, and she was like, "Where can I buy this?" And then I said, "Well, I think we have to make it." And my family was not too thrilled about making things at the time, except for my father. He made like an extra box that I could place by my school desk to shift my things around. But those days are long gone, so I have to fix the problem with things that I buy or make myself. And I have to admit that both the sheep and the owl bag come from the children's department of a flea market store. So, because like they are cheap and they are funny, and let's say I am a person who doesn't care about expensive brands. Because like what matters to me, and maybe to a person who would feel inspired by this video, is the size. Like, this is as long as a big school exercise book. And it's still very light. Like, the material is sort of like a tent. And it only costed like the equivalent of $4. And the sheep was the same price. And the sheep was also supporting a good cause. Yeah, right. The owls were also supporting a good cause, but it was for two different good causes. So maybe everyone's happy now. My bags should also be like relatively sturdy. Sometimes I try to shift my stuff around in plastic bags and they have holes in no time. And some people have made a joke about the plastic bag. Well, that's the cheapest suitcase there is, isn't it? So it should outlast something, because I fall often, I forget things all over the place. Actually, yes, you should recognize them. You should recognize my things, and they shouldn't look too super precious either. So, and it is a plus if they have several compartments. Like, this has several big and little compartments, like for the small stuff. I even have a purse, like a really fancy ladies' purse, also from the secondhand store, which has like loops for pens. And everybody needs to figure out what works for them. But I would advise any buyer of practical purses, be conscious about your needs. I once was in a marvelous ethnology class where the teacher basically said that all items we use tell our cultural history. Because the way something is designed says something about the way we perceive the world. Like, he used houses as an example that 200 years ago or something, there was, I don't know if it's exactly 200 years ago, but in the old times, there was no separate children's room because children were basically regarded as little copies of their parents and not really as individuals. And just in relatively recent times, someone came up with the idea that the children need privacy and space for their own development, which I think is a marvelous idea, by the way. And what does this bag tell about me? Okay, owls were trendy at the time it was made, and it's not that old probably, but this cultural history tells me some children have missed their markers on this, because it has like plenty of pink and purple spots, but that's natural. My fingers usually have plenty of pink and purple spots because I like painting and I like working with children. So I'll see you around. Show me your purse and its history. Bye!